Yeah, I do. I am a little up.
Hey, they look on their phones. Their phone's not 4K.
Yeah, but I want to be able to output 4K. It's a personal thing for me.
So you want to do
You
1080p?
put your output back in.
You want
Excuse
1080 with the 240 hertz refresh rate?
I said what I said.
We gonna move past that?
I was trying to.
What you mean by that?
He went pause for
I
real.
did-
I was trying to. I was trying to move on. I was trying to move it on.
We got good quality already.
Breeze Nation, what's good? It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. We have the squad in the building.
Yeah.
As always, do we give it back to him? Do we give it back to him? There's a lot.
You're just gonna
that has
crap.
happened
You're gonna crap on all my
here.
hard work.
That has
Oh, you mean this?
As always, the
crap on
super
my-
producer, Joe. Yeah, give him the super
This
producer.
ain't gonna have
Super
nothing. I've
again.
been doing this.
I mean, he made all this, so
He made it all.
Nobody coming to see you on the
Hey, y'all see this ring super producer guy?
Oh,
Right.
that.
jeez.
What, you want a Super Bowl, dog? What the heck is that?
I didn't even see that.
In
Good
the
lord.
80s?
It's just you
Man,
know,
Green Lantern. over
Right,
there.
right.
There you go. That
He
ring
just
there.
want to punch somebody in the forehead. Leave it.
No, it's from my wife.
Mr. Media himself, Jordan
Yeah,
JC.
Hello.
The pettiest man alive, Mr. P. Kid. And of course, Mr. Drew Better. If you knew better, you knew better. Say who better?
Nobody,
bro. A lot to get into on today's episode as the Chicago Bears offense, from everything that we heard from joint practice, everything that we have seen throughout practice, that I have seen throughout practice, and even in the games when we saw Caleb get out there, looks pretty season ready, and that gets me excited.
Oh, yeah.
That has me feeling nicey, as John Gruden would say. Nice. Because you're going to need that offense, because the conversation around the defense is
Who's alive?
that Cam Ward had a solid day, and there's a lot of people dead.
Who's alive?
And
on
I'm
defense?
not gonna lie to you. When I hear Cam Ward had a good day, it don't make me go, man, Cam Ward really got some upside there. Although I did hear Carnell Tate was doing.
Yeah, he
damage.
killed.
I'm something on a Carnell Tate, Chicago
nice.
kid.
He's nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm messing with him.
Hey,
But
they said Cam Ward is having a good camp. Yeah, he's learned some things after his first year. Come on now, yeah. No,
How would you feel if
You're not buying
Shador
it?
carved your defense up?
Shador's garbage.
That's the point.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that was the
Hell
point.
no.
Wow.
I wouldn't put them in the same. Yeah.
No, I'll say this.
He throw a mean
What
flapjack out
I
there.
do like about Cam Ward, and I give Cam Ward credit, is Cam Ward does go out there and operates as somebody who should be the top pick in the draft. He has the right mindset. He has the work ethic. So I give him credit for that. But you know, he got to show it to me in real football games. So we'll talk about what the defense did, and then, you know, kind of our excitement for the season and our biggest worries of the season, all that more on today's episode. Man, hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Boys, what's going on? How y'all feeling?
Oh,
Everybody good? Everybody good?
traffic sucked,
Yeah,
but
well,
I'm
you know.
okay. You know, it's all good.
Welcome to driving to Illinois.
Yeah. It was a 25-minute drive from work to you, but thankfully Joe wanted us.
Joe wanted us all in the studio to
Thanks a lot, Joe.
Actually,
Stu
no.
3.0.
Technically, no, that's not correct. I said
Really?
okay because
No,
he said he had to
no,
leave.
Joe.
I didn't even fight him.
no.
Matter of fact,
I
this is
woke
what
up.
happened. There was
I
a
woke up to we in the studio.
You
No.
just made it. And they're like, wait,
Yes.
what? What happened?
kid had a text
Kid
at 1
was
in
the
the
first
morning.
person to say it.
I said,
it was
That's
you.
how
I said,
know.
yeah.
It was you.
The Stu
He
man-
kicked it off.
The Stu is
My plan is working. They're all tearing
We
each
all
other
are chaos.
apart.
We're gonna rip the studio
Speaking
apart.
of the plan, boys.
Oh.
We gotta do it here.
Oh, now you want to do
We
it,
gotta
David
do
Ruffin?
it.
David Ruffin?
Wait, hold on. Are we not the Breezettes anymore?
Yeah. What's up with
I
that?
was gonna say, it's all me. I did it. I did it, and the fans did it.
We
Nothing
are
about
the
the crew.
Breezettes until we start dropping more solo content.
Yeah,
Hey.
listen,
That's
it's
all
always
good.
available to you.
Hey man, I work at 9 to 5.
Hey,
But
That plaque got
boys,
Italian beef juice on it already.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's some kind of juices on it. I tell you. I'll tell you what. I'm
Come
feeling
on.
Well, you hold that up for the both of us. I'll take my phone.
good. Because thumbnail picture. Boys, everybody want to touch that? Yeah.
Oh, boy,
Everybody's hard work went into that 100,000 subscribers, man.
He did have a large
stayed up there
beef
already.
under this boy.
That might be Joel's hands, actually.
Oh boy,
Dripping
that's
with
meaty.
success.
That is meaty. There you go, Joe. That's nice.
Yeah, man. Look at
Yeah,
Congrats to us.
It feels good.
We
It
appreciate-
feels good to we appreciate all of you guys for rocking with us. All of you guys for
Look at the
showing
shine.
the
Look at the
love
gloss.
and the support that you had. We got to get it back over here. We're doing like the memorial right now.
right.
Drew.
Is this the
You got a big old nice wet
I ain't
stain.
gonna lie.
Wet? Why did it have to be a wet stain?
stain.
What is that, bro?
Because the rest of it's one color, and right at the top is a totally
I ain't
different
gonna lie, though,
stain.
man didn't
Now we
even
gotta
clean
go.
it before he
No,
put
they
it
Jose.
back in.
This looks like Ringo's wall.
Whoa!
All right.
Avenge me!
Shout out to my boy Ringo.
Shout out to Ringo.
Appreciate y'all for the love that you guys showed, man. For rocking with us, man. And,
That's dope. Dope.
for helping us to build that thing up to the level that it has been, and we're gonna keep growing this behemoth day by day. But we gotta talk a little football. The thing that got us to 100K. Gotta talk a little football today, boys, because sounds like the offense had them a very nice day, a competitive day. A day that I guess from all reports, it ended with an interception from Caleb Williams, one that he probably wants back. But one thing that has stood out to me through these practices fairly consistently is the one thing that probably makes me feel the most like, okay, yeah, this offense is ready. Based off all the videos that we've seen, I wasn't down at the joint practice. I can't say that I saw it with my own eyes, but saw the same videos you saw. Colston Loveland looks unstoppable. And Caleb Williams with Colston Loveland looks unstoppable.
that's
Y'all
sexy.
know that was my pick coming
One
into
receiver.
the season to say
Mahomes
it don't
Kelsey.
matter who your number one
There it
receiver is. That's your number one receiver. Just seeing kind of how this offense is starting to get itself, ready early on. We saw some trick plays from Ben Johnson as well, which I think you're a sociopath if you're running trick plays versus a defense that should be decent, but versus a team overall that's pretty bad. That's kind of crazy to be like, yeah, let's run a flea flicker where Cole Kmet's pitching it back to Caleb and Caleb's getting it down the sideline for a touchdown. But just where this offense is at, is your confidence on this offense even higher than when you came in to the start of the season? Do you feel like this offense is season ready?
Yes.
All right, welcome back. There we go.
Hey, where are we going? Where?
I don't know if I should start with Kid. He's literally wearing green and gold. He's legitimately has on green and gold.
I'm gonna give him a pass.
Hey, didn't Caleb Williams walk in with a green and yellow jersey to celebrate Ben Johnson?
I think that was his school.
That was his high school jersey.
Yeah, but it was green and yellow.
Yeah, but that's different.
He can't do nothing about
He gets
that.
paid to wear blue and orange.
Yeah.
He walked in with it. Everybody was like, he's wearing a Rodgers jersey. It wasn't a Rodgers jersey. It's Ben Johnson jersey.
Anyway.
How do you feel about the offense? And this is how we pivot.
This is how we pivot. Anyway, thank you, kind sir. Threw me all off now.
Ice cream.
Threw me all off.
Ice cream.
To be honest, I'm really excited. The two things I was excited about is one, hearing that Luther traveled. I like the fact that Luther traveled. I know we haven't seen a lot of him.
Luther was back on the field today.
I
back on the field today.
I have him primed for a breakout season. I think ultimately he picks up where DJ Moore kind of left off. He fills in all those gaps for me. I think I have him slotted to be WR1. To be honest with you, I have him going over Rome just personally. But to be seen. And at the end of the day, it's not as long as one of them catches the ball, I don't care. As long as the Bears win, right?
Honestly, yeah.
That would be nice.
If that ball is up, catch it.
Catch it.
There you go.
I heard not Montgomery. What's his name? Running back had a good day.
Swifty has had a phenomenal camp. Swifty has had I almost feel good about
A
the money
$8
we-
million camp.
You know what? Swifty has had an $8
He's up,
million.
no, he's up
Right.
to, he's up
There
to
you
$3
go.
million.
Now, no.
He should be up.
I have-
be up now to his salary.
actual salary.
I have also shifted. I said shifted.
Shift,
SHIFTED.
Ah.
My opinion on some of the running back money because what Gibbs and what Bijan got is insane.
Oh.
Yeah, they got a lot.
Yeah, no, it's nuts.
Hey, your teams are gonna look at that as
Yeah.
other teams are going to the Super Bowl and go, that might not have been the choice. But either way, Swifty has looked good.
I'm just excited about that, and I'm actually excited that we're executing trick plays.
Yeah.
It would be one thing if we say, "Oh, they tried to run a trick play and it didn't work out, but they ran it anyway." No, they're executing it. Even the one that they said they ran in the red zone. What was it, like a fake end around to ended up in Colston Loveland's hands? So the simple fact that they're executing at a high clip, I'm excited for it. To be honest with you, I don't have any qualms or issues or worries about the offense. That ain't my concern at all. It's the defense.
Well, I think we've been saying this for a long time.
I know we're gonna get to there in a second. I want to hop, but I got a lot to say about that.
Well, what we've been saying this whole time is that what we really need is the maturation of the quarterback to have a mastery of this offense. If he can actually throw the ball where he's supposed to, I think he makes the defense. He gives them a couple possessions off, where before it was all those 3 and outs, 3 and out, 3 and out, and then it turns into Superman in the fourth quarter, all that type of stuff. What we're looking for is a consistency or balance of a running game plus the passing game. I said at the end of last year that Colston Loveland was going to be my number 1 guy.
Yeah.
Period. He should be the new safety valve for Caleb in general. And so we've been talking about Bear Force 1 for 2 years, and it might actually finally take off.
We're talking about Bear Force.
Yeah, no, this is the year. This is the year.
This actually could be the year that actually happens. So I would think that, one, you got to realize too, right? It's been Johnson year 2. It's our defensive coordinator in year 2 of this staff. It's Caleb in year 2 of this offense. So not so much even the quarterback, it's the coaching too. How do we know that every situation that the coach put us in was a right situation?
Yeah.
Based off personnel and things of that nature. So I think that knowing from what you're saying, seeing them real life. A big shout out to Pat, by the way, as our boy gets to ask questions at the podium on a consistent basis.
That question
by the way,
Caleb was rough. I re-listened to that. Caleb.
I re-listened to that with your lung butter.
No,
because the lung butter was a good question.
Okay,
the lung butter was a good question. They got a good answer.
Okay,
the question to Caleb was like, I knew what I wanted to ask him, and I think he took it as I was asking him why he was struggling. I was asking, why is it when y'all do the simple stuff, the offense
struggles
is jumping and is struggling?
Yeah.
But you
got a chance to apologize for that.
I mean, what am I apologize for? It's a bad question. I
Say
don't
go
mean
fi-
like
go
I didn't
find
shoot
me,
at
man.
him.
I'm throwing you off.
Who's that guy said I was struggling? Yeah, no more questions.
Yeah, 100%. No, but that was a rough one. That was a rough one. That's okay. They're not all winners.
there we go.
They're not all winners. What'd you like, Drew?
For me, the offense being in mid-season form is important, but I don't know if Caleb is going to excel in the one area that we still are waiting for him, because even in practice he still missed some of the layups, and that's what we've been asking for over the last year. What's the maturation part of him getting the easy throws now? So if he can kind of get that going by the time the season starts, then I will feel even better than I do now.
He's been much better at it. Like he looks like the guy. Like, it's funny because now we're seeing him hit a lot of the explosives because they're throwing a lot more explosives. We're seeing him, attack a lot more downfield. Most of camp has been Caleb Williams going drop back, set his feet, deliver the football. Drop back, set his feet, deliver the football. Jade, Colston, Rome, Luther. Like he has been the consistent, I'm going to kill you bit by bit and move down the field. Mm-hmm. And now it's kind of turned into, and especially in the preseason game, y'all know, Ben's crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? And Caleb is a little bit too, right? Like that throw to Colston that for some reason everybody is acting like
breaking that down. Like
that Muzz breaking that throw down.
Because he missed 2 other throws that were 100%, not 100%, but it was going to be 99%
that he could have
hit, and they were going to be positive yards. Like if he hit the running back in the flat, it's 9.
Yes.
So you had second and 8. If you hit the other guy in the middle, it's second and 10. You still get positive yards. You keeping the drive going. The one to Colston, if he hits, it's a phenomenal play. It's like,
but you got to hit.
You got to hit.
And I like how Ben said it. If the quarterback hits the throw, he's right. That means you're giving Caleb that freedom. That means you're giving Caleb that freedom to say, hey, man, like if you see Colston, because here's the reality of it. What I want the Bears to do, what I want Caleb to do is be efficient while being explosive. I want him to have Brock Purdy's mindset with
I'll take Tom Brady's.
With Peyton Manning's arm. I want him to have Brock
golf. You want golf with the athleticism that he has to make those Patrick Mahomes plays.
Yeah, I'll say Patrick.
I want Brock Purdy mindset.
Dump it off.
With that knowing always, I can get this ball to Colston at any moment I need to. Because, like, that's how you come away with 7. That's how, like, in those moments, you're just trying to see things. And so the coach and the quarterback may not be on the same page with that. but that throw wasn't off by a mile.
It wasn't off.
No, it wasn't.
That throw was off
hit the
by
tips.
inches.
It
It
hit
is
the
a game
tips.
of inches.
Hit the tips.
And just like the throw to DJ Moore, that's not a throw that I don't want to see.
That's why I put my hand up.
That throw to
Make
DJ
sure.
Moore is not a throw I don't want to see Caleb try to make.
But the only problem with that is what happened? He missed. We had 3. He makes the easier throw with potentially a 7.
Sure.
That 7-3 difference is what we happened a lot of times last year.
Right.
Where sometimes he didn't even take the 3, but it was a difference between those 4 points, and those 4 points matter over the whole entire game.
But the growth in this team and this offense as a whole is, if Caleb misses that, what we didn't get to see is what's the second drive look like. On a second drive, maybe he does see Colston and he sees that tough throw that, I can make that, but you know what? We missed on the last one. So we got to make the smart decision to say, boom, I'm right here. I got to dump this off because we need 7 now. First drive of the game, you can get away with a little bit more. That second drive, right? That's the part where breaking down preseason in a sense and breaking down even training camp. Like when I see the Mugs doing, Caleb Williams went 16 for 18 today. What does that mean?
They said he went 9 for 11.
Which is cool, right? That means that he had an efficient day.
Absolutely.
But did he go 9 for 11 and 10? Did he go 9 for 11 and 7 on 7?
Yeah.
Because if you go 9 for 11 and 7 on 7, I don't care as much. There's no pressure.
Yeah.
If you don't go 9 for 11 and 7 on 7, I'm concerned.
Right.
Yeah.
I think to your point
I
is
said, no, wait a minute. Didn't he go to 8 different people in that 9 for 11? Didn't they say
Sure,
he went to 8 different players?
is it in team period? Is it in move the ball drill?
That's still impressive
Is
to
it
me.
in?
Oh,
No,
I see what you're saying.
it's not about it not
I
being
see what you're
impressive,
saying.
but like when you give me these overall stats of whatever the day is, right?
The
People be like,
breakdown
Caleb
matters
went
more.
25 for 32 today on
I got
passes.
you.
And it's like, well, that's cool, but what are we putting in there? Because now we just trying to put numbers in and make us feel good.
Well,
Like when I was in Cincinnati, the takeaway I had was he needs to play in the preseason game because in the team period, he had 2 interceptions and struggled on the first drive of the game, got hot in the middle a little bit, but then kind of cooled off at the end. I was like, yo, in the team, you need to play team football.
Yeah.
But he looked great in the red zone. He looked great in 7-on-7.
Yeah.
You're talking about quality over quantity. It's and also propaganda. You don't want to just start trying to sell something. You don't want to obviously create worry if he's not doing that great. So you're like, well, he did this. I think that to your point, you just got to play football and you still got to get your reps in. But hopefully the game is slowing down for him. Obviously, you need to go against some competition. You need to go against a defensive line to get after you so you can still see, what he's got to do. So I think that if everybody's on page, everybody's running their routes like they're supposed to, and Caleb can, hit them easy throws that we need, then we're gonna do fine. But if it's more of what happened last year, then it's gonna be, up and down. And hopefully we don't get down in the hole too much where we need the offense to set the tone versus we need the defense to bail us out.
By the way, 120 people in the street. Shout out to 100 in the chat.
I know.
120 likes on the video. What's happening? We're not hitting that thumbs up. We're not hitting that thumbs up. Come on now. Don't make me have P Kids start playing smooth jazz.
We're trying to get to 200K. No, I'm just kidding.
Trying to get to 200K, baby. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the page. Hit the 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. All right. Offense, we all feel pretty good about. I think we it's a good thing that Joe made this desk so high because when we see the offense on the field, this show might get canceled. It might be dangerous out here with some things.
Clear desk over here.
We're all light skinned. We get real bright.
Kick it!
I ain't scared of you.
Defensively,
here we go.
Listen, at this point, here we go. At this point, I feel bad for DA because the story of DA's defense is injuries. He's been here 2 years. He hasn't had anybody that's healthy. Jaylon Johnson left practice today. I think that Jalen's probably going to be fine. They said that he stayed on the sidelines. So I would assume that Jaylon is probably okay and he's going to be able to go out there week 1. I wasn't expecting them to play in the preseason game anyway. So I wasn't tripping on that. But what's happening right now? What's going on? But no, I think that, Aria. Chill, shorty. What the heck was that?
She's having too much fun over there.
She's such a kid. My daughter over here. Defensively, though, you're talking about guys who are banged up. Jaylon Johnson got banged up today. We got an update on Gervon Dexter that He's got a hamstring injury now.
Oh.
Now.
I don't believe it.
I'm fishy on that.
I don't believe it.
I'm fishy on that. When I say
he got a head.
when I say almost at the exact
Trade? You said trade?
Jesus.
Trade?
Hey, to the house.
Yeah, he getting cut.
Hey, he cut.
He getting cut.
He's 7th string anyway.
When I say almost the exact same time that the trade rumor came out, they're walking Gervon Dexter into the facility with his. Nah, maybe it was a hamstring injury. I'm not gonna say it's not.
Take a limp.
Yeah.
Just walk slow.
But we've kind of seen situations like that before. Gervon Dexter being reported to have a hamstring injury. We got Austin Booker now with a groin injury, and that is listed week to week. Now, I will say this about week to week for the Bears. Tyreek Stevenson was listed week to week, and he had missed like 3 days at that point. It basically went out there and practiced pretty much 3 days later. Yeah. So in camp, they're being more cautious. They're being more, we're going to take our time with things. But the injuries just continue to pile up for Dennis Allen's defense. And I'll be honest with you, like, even if you are a good defense, even if DA is calling it right, at a certain point, you got to have the bodies out there to go out there and play. And right now, it doesn't feel like they have the body. Yeah, Drew, get yourself ready, baby.
Get out there. Give him a shuffle. I got my shuffle.
That's exactly what we're going to need.
We got a couple questions.
Isolate you the whole week.
I got a couple questions from what was that? My man Bearosity asked, "What do y'all think about Sherman McDermott hanging around the Bears?"
Hey, listen, if he can go out there and play safety, that'd be great. That's what I think. Like I don't know what to think about it.
Shout out to Bearosity.
I mean, if that's the case, Nate Davis was hanging around the game.
That's what I mean.
Well, we don't want him.
No. You being a head coach and having been in there in the trenches, any information that he can help Ben Johnson with and DA with is going to help. As I say, and when it comes to coaching, it's not more cooks in the kitchen ruin the stew. It's total opposite when it comes to coaching, because they can
more
see something.
Brain power.
Exactly, more brain power. They can see something that maybe he's more proficient at than Ben or DA is. So I think hanging around it doesn't hurt.
This is no different for you.
McDermott, I think McDermott,
it doesn't affect anything this season.
I don't mind it.
Well, I mean, if you're bringing in a coach with some experience, I mean, I think that's great.
We don't know if they're bringing him in.
Well, I'm just saying he around. You know what? Other coaches have hung around.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was probably hanging around too, because I think he's coached with Ben Johnson and Brian Daboll was with him.
Yeah,
so he probably was just like, my guys.
Yeah. Daboll was
like, hey, like if I'm like, hey,
let me
me
take
and
a
Joel's
trip.
gonna be there. Drew, come pull up with us.
Yeah,
we're getting drunk.
There was another coach,
but it's also, hey, yo, I see that this dude makes this difference.
You can see the eyes on it. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
He does something where he dips his shoulder and telegraphs where he's going.
Yeah.
More eyes helps out.
Put him on a scout team.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I would love him as a defensive advisor. It just don't, as Ben Johnson said, it don't help with winning right now.
Yeah.
Right now, the problem that the Bears have is they have an entire defensive staff bodies banged up, and honestly, and I mean, more concerning than anything with this team, I think that's the biggest concern that we're gonna have throughout the season.
Yeah.
I mean, you lost Kobe Bryant for the year, but like it seems like defensively the injuries continue to mount very high.
Who is our medical staff?
That's what I'm about to say. Who's these guys?
Where's the doctor?
Hey, bro.
It reminds me of
hey, bro. It is a valid question at this point.
What was that Urlacher year where everybody popped a hamstring? Like everybody.
That was the first Lovie Smith year.
Yeah, everybody.
That was the first Lovie Smith year.
That was bad.
I think they were making everybody get skinny though, because he wanted them everybody fast.
Yeah, J-Mac said that. He said, well, just how they practice. He was like, none of us were in the shape that we needed to be in.
Yeah.
But that was last year. So you would hope that a lot of these guys were going to come back this year. But I will say this too, like, listen, there's a lot of guys on this defense that ain't DA guys.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys on this defense that
he inherited
work for his scheme.
I would say.
And so maybe the injuries are attributed to that as well.
Well, let me
who are the guys who actually in there? I mean, at his heyday was what the Saints defense, right? I know he's a head coach for the Raiders.
He's had top defenses.
The Saints defense.
Dennis Allen,
but that Saints
I would
defense
say
was probably his best.
But the makeup of what a successful DA defense is what? Very strong secondary, because he's had
his defensive line.
Big guys in the middle.
Big guys who are not necessarily like
but quick. Big guys that
name
quick.
brand, but they're not named like it's you need good guys that are on the line.
I think I see where you're going with it.
Like,
did he have a lot of injuries with those teams?
Well, no, I'm saying, is it the makeup of what
I'm
he
not
wants
sure.
in there is, like you said, big guys on the D line, fast secondary. And so maybe he's at 50% of what the personnel he wants in there. Like, we still got some turnover. Like, I think signing Grady Jarrett was just a stopgap. That's not the end all be all. He was, 32 years old when we signed him?
Yeah.
A Sweat is somebody that's already here. It wasn't like, actually, I have that.
No, we're
right.
back.
You got that? Come on now.
Nope.
No, that ain't it.
well,
Oh,
shout out to
boy.
Ringo.
So the labels are still messed up.
I didn't get a chance to update him.
The labels have always
Oh,
been
boy.
messed up, my boy.
Hey, the one thing that gets me is typically when you have guys who are of size, you usually give up a measure of speed, especially in a physical game like football.
Well, tell that to Miles Garrett.
I mean, but
Well, but I
Miles
think-
is a one of one.
So the DA,
Aaron
You got a couple more. Sure.
The DA defense that he's trying to build, and why you're seeing certain guys have more success than maybe even a Gervon Dexter. We want to have a Gervon Dexter trade conversation, right? If you start to connect the dots.
Shut up, Docky.
What Jordan Vandenberg's game is aggressive and quick within
Mhm.
quick spaces.
I'm liking
Is
I already said that's my
very,
guy.
very impactful for a DA defense. What
Oh, yeah.
Contavious Street's game is.
Mario.
Contavious Street has been somebody who, I mean, like he's consistent. I'm not gonna say he's elite, but he's consistent. And
Is that what?
for what DA is asking him to do,
Is that the guy from? Because somebody asked about it. Is that the guy?
that's
from,
old boy from
I got an interesting.
that we signed, the 1-year player. We signed him to a 1-year deal this
Oh,
offseason.
I got
I think Tennessee. Wasn't he on Tennessee?
Who are you talking about?
Contavious Street.
Oh, was it Dallas?
It was Dallas, right?
Don't kill me
Was,
for this.
correct me if
We
I'm
gonna kill
wrong.
you.
Was it Dallas?
Y'all gonna smoke me. I know y'all are.
Oh, boy.
But this
Here
is
we
this
go.
is this is
Here we
a,
go.
this is a good question.
All right.
Is it possible that it takes too much of a roster overhaul to get DA the people he needs, so he leaves before we do that?
No, I think if he's coaching it right and Ben believes in him, he'll stay.
He'll stay.
Because you know what kind of DC he is when he has the pieces.
Because
And I think-
And listen,
the
let's
way-
be real.
the
At a
people
certain
we
point,
have, like-
at a certain point, you have to stop drafting wide receivers.
yes.
At a certain
Please.
point, at a certain point,
Yeah, I think
Diego
you got
walked in.
enough. Yeah.
You have to stop drafting.
Yeah, I
wide
think you got
receivers
enough
and
now.
tight ends.
Because
But like,
he's not,
who is our personnel better fit for? Like the scheme.
but he's not going to go
Chad is
anywhere.
saying Atlanta.
He's not going to go anywhere because
Contavious Street.
he's not going to get another head coaching opportunity unless his
Yeah,
defense
he's a DC.
just miraculously we get everybody
Even then, though.
to like top 5.
Yeah, but even then,
Even then he might get
even
another
then,
shot.
I
He
doubt
might.
it.
he might
No,
get
I
a
doubt
shot.
he does
But
as a head
at
coach.
the end of the
Usually
day,
two.
We
Yeah,
got
it's
some
I doubt
bad.
he does.
We can pull
He's
stats
going to
on
be
the show.
stuck
Ooh.
because he
What ad do you have here in the corner?
Wow, that's just part of it.
he's
Oh,
for
pro
DA
football.
to move is we're going to have one of the best defenses in the league for multiple seasons before he gets the opportunity for another head coach.
I think you
So
misunderstand.
no,
what I said
no.
about
So
move.
he's not going to leave.
I meant let go.
No, we got what
No,
you
I
meant.
don't
Yeah.
think he's going to get let
I don't
go.
think he's going to get
He's
let go.
saying
Yeah.
move like
No,
he's going to move
no,
to
no,
like
no.
No, because
you could be unceremoniously exited from
No,
your
but-
position
but-
because
No, I don't think so.
Here's what I would say about.
And I'm not hoping that on him.
Here's
but
what
I'm
I would
just
say
asking.
about
There we
what
go.
we're probably going to see this upcoming season. This Contavious Street. So he was in New Orleans.
No,
he was
this is
with-
Dennis Allen. This is
Oh, this is Dennis Allen. Okay.
Looking at where he was. So Denver is first year, and then Oakland for the 3 years, and then actually you look down.
I don't think so.
Did we ask this?
Yeah, they were talking about Dennis Allen. I was asking about his ranking.
Oh,
of his
where's he been?
defense.
Oh,
And so
you
we
looking
were
at his
saying,
rankings? You
well, I
at
was
his
looking at in
rankings.
general what his
Okay.
makeup of his team was.
Yeah,
I understand he was a top 10 defense. I'm saying the makeup was if his personnel is he wants more heavier linemen.
Cam Jordan.
Well,
Cam Jordan.
yeah, but was he 6'4"? No, he's not big. He was like 6'4", 260.
Cam
something
Jordan
like that.
was like
Cam
6'4",
Jordan. Yeah, Cam Jordan
6'4",
is a big
6'5".
boy. And
He's like
fast.
Jordan,
What I'm
huge
saying
and
is-
fast in his
Okay,
game.
I'm
He's like
saying
6'5", 290.
what I'm
something.
saying
And your
is-
boy that we just got back from the Lions and the Vikings that
Marcus Davenport.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
Davenport
thinking,
was
I'm
on there.
thinking more
Too.
like 300-pounder guys that are.
No, He's not that defense. He's the 270,
Yeah.
280 to 295.
Was it Keem Hicks
under
on
300?
God.
Under
He started
300.
with New Orleans.
Started
I
with
think New
New
Orleans.
This powerful and has a lot of speed.
But I will say this, and Adam Hogue brought this up, and I thought this was a great comparison. I'm not saying it's apples to apples, but I heard him bring this up on ESPN 1000. He said, I feel like there's a lot of conversation for Gervon Dexter that was had for Akeem Hicks. That he just doesn't fit this deep because Akeem Hicks was
He was the motor.
But he wasn't in New Orleans.
He was a bad.
In New Orleans,
Literally.
he was
still
the
developing.
conversation around Gervon Dexter.
And
He was younger.
didn't he go to New Orleans for New
He
England?
went to New England.
Yeah.
And that's when he got
And
on.
that's
But
when he
it
kinda got
was
better.
very much. What the heck is going on the screen here, Joe?
That's down there. That's not the main. screen.
I thought we were.
No, that's my screen. If I want to bring it
Oh.
over there.
But
Relax, guys, sir.
No,
He
see,
threw it
see,
way up.
Squirrel.
no, because I know how Pro Football Reference ads are.
My Zoom.
Pro Football Reference ads would be wild. You'd be like, what the heck is that?
Yeah, Zoom in like that.
Squirrel.
Yeah. But no, like I think that you look at what Gervon Dexter is on this team right now, and you just kind of see him as a player that might not fit what DA wants to do, but other guys can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's to me what I think is going to be with Jordan Vandenberg, with Contavious Street, with Grady Jarrett back there, right? Like your 5-yard splits. How fast are you? How quick do you get on the center? How quick do you get on the tackle?
Yeah.
How quick do you get on the nose guard? That's really what DA wants to have. And I just think there's some guys on this team that he inherited that don't have that.
I agree with you 100% because I went and looked back at everybody's talking about Gervon and he's a second-round pick and everything. But I went back to that draft and looked at everybody that was drafted up until like the 6th round that was a defensive tackle. And Gervon is still better than everybody in that draft in that position.
Who?
In that
Who's in
position
the
after
draft?
second
What year
round.
was that?
After the second round.
Right after the second
Who
round.
is it?
After the second round, it's a bunch of nobodies that doesn't even have even made any kind of.
Listen, I also don't think Gervon is trash though.
A lot of people.
I've said he's
solid.
I've always
he's
said
solid for a second-round pick because we got the best defensive tackle that was available from rounds 2 to 6, in my opinion.
You
When I
also
went
got
back to
the
the
worst
draft.
with what was our boy we had on the
Because
team? Zach Pickens.
Zach Pickens was the 3rd round. So Zach Pickens, right? We took Zach in the 3rd round. So when I look back, I look back at not the Bears pick, but every defensive tackle that was picked, and it was like he might not fit our defense, but he's a talented player.
It was a different head coach. It was a different scheme, right?
Yeah, that's
Fuchs'
what I'm saying.
scheme was more of a penetrating style scheme. And it just Gervon's really not being asked to penetrate on this team. He's been asked to two gap. Well, I mean, listen, we either gonna talk football or we not.
Yeah, he wasn't drafted. He wasn't drafted.
You know, on
with the right
ESPN
position
they
in the
call me
first place.
Pat the Penetrator.
Yeah,
I don't know why Yurko calls me that.
Shout out to
What?
you, my boy.
But one day on ESPN.
That's coming from Yurko though. I can see Yurko saying that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
You got to be a certain
That's
age
how I
to say
agree.
that.
Yeah, Yurko gets away with a lot of stuff.
I'm not gonna judge it.
Everybody on regular national TV says a lot of pause moments.
I think.
Nobody more than Stephen A. Smith.
I think nobody more than him.
Stephen A. Smith says, Tom Thibodeau wants to ride you and ride you and ride you to completion. And Cameron went.
Right.
I think you hit the nail on the head though. At a certain point, you do have to stop drafting receivers.
Yeah,
we're good.
They're gonna build the defense.
That should end this year. Don't we agree?
Yes.
No,
they got like a million receivers.
Let's be for real. That the tight end's gonna work. I think Roush is gonna work out.
Absolutely.
Right?
Oh,
I
Roush
think
is
it's gonna
gonna
work out.
Xavier Thomas is going.
Xavier
Xavier
Thomas
Thomas went back out there today and was cooking them.
They
I heard he tried to take on the whole team to Tennessee.
There was a lot of fights today.
Damn.
And from what I heard, I asked a lot of people because what's his name came out. Robert Saleh came out and said he took a cheap shot.
Oh,
Xavier
Woods
took a cheap shot, and I was like, "Oh, is
Wandale
this Miami?
Robinson.
Is this Miami? Are we crying again?"
Outta
And
here.
everybody
here.
everybody I talked to was like, "No, it was a cheap shot."
Oh, what's up?
They was like, "No, it was dirty. He didn't have to. It was no reason for him to do that."
It was.
Okay,
You got lick
fine.
back for some reason.
Fine.
From the Titan. Well, I mean, that is Jeffrey Simmons, Caleb Williams' first sack.
Maybe.
That's his first sack, right?
Yeah.
I just remember the Red Sea parting and Caleb just being in the face of Jeffrey.
Oh, you mean
Simmons
in his career?
in his career.
Oh,
I think it was
yeah,
Caleb
yeah.
Williams' first sack. Jeffrey
Yeah.
Simmons destroying who's the center we brought in that year?
Oh, you mean
Dalman.
Cole
No,
something?
not Dalman.
No, it definitely wasn't
No,
Dalman.
Dalman. It was
It was Cole
It was
something.
a pack of piss. That's
no,
what
it was a guy. It was because he right. It said
Oh,
hike,
Jesus.
and he was turned around backwards.
He was from Buffalo, wasn't he?
No,
you talking
No, I think he.
Coleman Shelton.
That's what I said.
Coleman
He's
Shelton.
from Buffalo.
That's who he's from Buffalo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Coleman Shelton. Horrible.
No, he was
Horrible.
Rams.
He was,
Rams.
but I think he got
He was the
drafted by
Rams.
Buffalo
Rams.
and then went to the
Yeah, he
Rams.
was the Rams. No, you
Correct.
thinking
You're
Lucas
absolutely
Patrick.
right. I'm sorry.
Lucas
He got
Patrick. was
drafted.
the
Terrell
Rams.
Dak, the pops came and he got
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
Luke,
I know he was on the roster.
yeah.
No,
Either way,
yeah,
it was bad.
it was bad. It was
I
very
just
bad.
remember that, and then it was just. I remember going, "Oh, Jeffrey Simmons really good." Oh no, this is gonna be a long game. That was the first snap.
Hey, he was a big
They
boy,
were
too.
killing from the interior that game. I definitely remember that.
But I will say this, boys. You know, everybody's been very down on the defense, and this is a weird way to frame this because I do think the pass defense is going to be horrible. I think we heard that today with Cam Ward eviscerating us.
You remind me there's a question in there. Keep going.
But I've been very consistent on this. I think that what Ben Johnson said is factual about, you know, the interior defensive linemen. That is a strength, I think, for the Bears this year. I think that the Bears' run defense is going to be very good, and they're going to create a lot of third and long situations. I think that we are going to be pissed many a Sundays that a 3rd and 14 is completed or a 3rd and 22 is completed.
on defense.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
there are going to be moments where we piss, but I think the Bears are going to be a really good run team. Well, I don't know about really good. I think they'll be a middle of the pack run
I
defense.
think it'll be a
And
solid run team. I think
I-
it'll be a solid
middle
run
of
team.
the pack. I think they'll be a middle of the pack run defense, and I think they're going to be a middle of the pack red zone team. And you know what? That'll win you a lot of games if you can put up points and put up 7.
You know what I think? I think the defense
Yeah.
is going to improve gradually as the season gets going. When you have the rookie Dylan Thunderman, who Ben has praised a lot, I think he said, you know, he hasn't even heard his voice, but he comes in, he's robotic, and he knows that he's going to go about his business. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of in a good way. He said it's like he just goes in, he's focused, he puts
He's
his
so
head down,
focused on work, you
and he
never
just
hear
does
him
what he
talk
needs to do.
unless
Like
it's
you don't
mind.
hear him. He
Yeah.
just goes about his business. So I think the more and more you get him acclimated to the NFL speed in the NFL game, then Xavier Woods hopefully can kind of have some revival of what he was in the past until, well, Kobe's not coming back, but you get some more depth back, and then you have your interior, who I think Jordan Vandenberg is going to turn a lot of heads. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he's coming for maybe not the starting spot because Grady has that. Who else is assigned on the other side of Grady though?
Dio.
It's been
see.
Katavius Street a lot.
Yeah,
It's
I
been
think
Katavius
I
Street
ain't
a
gonna
lot.
lie. If it's a real competition, Jordan Vandenberg should be starting by the middle of the season.
But you know what?
That is a come up.
but
Dude
here-
is cold.
But
Yeah, but
here's what I'll say. One, we've only seen Jordan Vandenberg versus 2s and 3s.
I thought it was ones in the second game.
No.
No.
He dang near played 3s and 4s.
Okay. All right.
we've
All right.
only seen
Okay.
Jordan
Step back,
Vandenberg
yeah.
versus
We
2s
want-
and
yeah.
3s.
All
So
right.
when you
All
start
right.
seeing real competition, right? What do you look like?
Oh,
That's gonna
okay.
be- he's also got to adjust to game speed.
I'll pause my
Game
excitement
speed in
then.
preseason is not game speed in the regular
You're
season.
right. Yeah.
So he's
It's
gonna have to
different.
adjust to that.
It's different.
But I had Yurko on the podcast yesterday. I had a stroke there. Don't worry about it. I had Yurko on the podcast yesterday for the Chicago Bears podcast, and I said, "Listen, I see a lot of you in Jordan Vandenberg. What Yurko was as a player, right? He wasn't a Hall of Famer, but he
He's
knew his
solid.
job.
He's solid.
He didn't make mistakes,
Mhm.
and he could move people off of the ball enough for the dudes that did have that elite
Pressure.
talent to get up in there and be able to finish the job off,
Yeah.
right? Like he was really good in the run, had a couple of seasons where he had high sack numbers or for an interior position. And like if Jordan Vandenberg is that's great.
It's a win.
I don't want people to think like Jordan Vandenberg is about to be a Hall of Famer. Like
We don't know.
I
Don't
hope
you
he
don't
is.
you don't you
no,
cap
listen,
his
listen,
ceiling
listen,
now.
I'm not gonna cap his
We
ceiling.
don't.
But what I think people are doing is like Jordan Vandenberg should be the starter. Jordan Vandenberg just fits this defense better. I don't know
He
if
does.
he's
He
got
does.
this ceiling that Gervon Dexter has.
But the fact is
No,
that
you're right. He doesn't have the. Javon just doesn't have the motor.
Gervon doesn't have a motor that
He
Jordan
doesn't have the
does.
motor.
either
Yeah.
way, it's a win. You
Jordan
got
is Dennis Rodman.
was undrafted,
That
right?
is a
No.
great
He's a
comparison.
7th round or
Sixth
undrafted?
round.
Sixth.
Round pick.
Six.
You're talking about a 6th round pick that
Rugby
actually
background, like
made an impact. That's
Man, a
still a
beast.
win.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, that just means our second team of players, feels has a role. We still got to obviously get our starters right, but I'm happy to know that at least we got. If something happens and he comes in the game, it's not necessarily a tremendous drop off. But if he can, we want obviously to be able to get a guy that you can draft that turns into the next Max Crosby,
Yes.
a 4th, 5th round draft pick that turns into an amazing player, all pro. All pro.
Plus.
Pro bowler.
I don't know what's going
Well,
on with that.
I don't know. Pro Bowl is
What does that mean
Pro
now?
Bowl.
on the outs.
It's just
Pro Bowl is now going to mean what
What
it
it-
meant when we grew up. Me and Joe grew up.
So when it was
That
real,
when
I
it
mean,
was
Yeah.
real.
it was that one. It was real when we
No,
grew
you
up.
if desecrated and
we
you
did have
minimize.
no, we still
Pro
had the
Bowl.
When
We had a real
kids-
Pro
when
Bowl
we were
back then.
kids, the Pro Bowl was
yeah,
legit.
back when Devin Hester was running that back in the Pro Bowl.
Because,
Yeah.
who was freaking
Somebody got knocked out during the Pro Bowl.
Ed
Boy, hurt.
Who, Reed?
Ed Reed caught
Baltimore.
somebody.
No. Sean Taylor
Sean Taylor caught
hit
somebody too.
hit the punter.
He hit the punt. He killed the punter.
Yes,
he killed the punter. But Ed Reed caught somebody.
Ooh.
Like the Pro Bowl was legit when we was kids. That's why like all these All-Star games piss me off now. Because I'm like, Muzz are like, well, listen, kids event. Kids are supposed to have fun. I was like, it wasn't a kids event when I
No,
grew
it was
up.
not.
The Pro Bowl was for real. Like Muzz were getting real injuries in the Pro Bowl, bro. It's like
Man.
he blew out his kneecap in the Pro Bowl.
It is-
He's gotta have surgery.
Yeah, but if Vandenberg comes into being a quality rotational piece, it's a win. If he ends up being a Pro Bowl caliber player, it's a win.
Yeah.
Either way it goes, if he makes an impact on the field, we're winning.
Yes.
Because that is the one thing that the Bears didn't do a lot of in the past is draft well. Now we're drafting better.
Drafting well late.
Drafting well. We're not missing on as many picks as we've done in the past.
Drafted well late.
I would say
We have had some good late
the
picks.
issue was make our number ones really hitting.
Yeah, our number ones we're hitting.
We
but
would get our secondary picks.
We were missing on a
Secondary
lot
picks
of twos
suck,
and
you're
threes.
right.
Like
We-
we were either single, like we were either home run with the first round, and then home runs on like 5th through 7th. But we were missing a lot of the middle.
Yeah.
Now, if we start to hit on the middle rounds as we do on the first round, and we have an
Third
occasional
and fourth is
five,
Ryan
6th, and
Foles'
7th
weakness.
wins, then
Hey.
he becomes even greater of a GM imposed we trust.
This year might be crazy. This draft might be crazy.
This
Like
might be
coming up?
100% hit.
This I
This
mean,
might be
defense,
100%
yeah.
hit.
well, not even
No,
just
defense,
deep. No, I'm saying
100%.
the draft that we just had. Like
Oh,
Dylan Thieneman,
gotcha,
I think
gotcha.
is as the game.
Oh,
now
yeah.
he got mixed up today. I ain't gonna lie. I heard he got mossed. But
Okay.
That's
Dylan
gonna happen.
Thieneman, well, he gonna get attacked a lot. Him and
Yeah.
Malik Muhammad.
Hey,
gonna
you can get
attacked
Moss
a
in the
lot
preseason. Go ahead, get all them reps.
this year. He
Yeah.
gonna get attacked a
gonna
lot.
get him
this
say
year.
soda a lot.
Bryce Young gonna see Malik Muhammad and be like, "Let me show you what NFL speed."
Let me
looks
show you
like.
something. Yeah.
But I
Tell me
think,
what you
I
working
think
with.
Dylan Thieneman should. I feel good about that being
Yeah.
a hit. Second round is Lucas Patrick, who has looked good again versus 2s and 3s, but has looked good and
Who?
stout. I'm sorry, not Lucas Patrick. Sweet Jesus, Luke.
Yeah,
I know
I'm
what you
like,
meant.
I'm like, look at that.
What's the center?
Logan Jones.
Logan Jones. Logan Jones
Yeah, I heard he's coming on.
has looked
along.
good. It's
Yeah.
taking him a little time. He-
But we all said centers.
I thought he would be a little
Center
bit
gonna
better
take a
by
little
now,
bit.
but yeah, he's still coming
Center
along.
gonna
Third
take a little
round is that Roush?
Roush.
Third round is Roush. Fourth round is Malik Muhammad.
Xavier
5th
was-
round.
No,
No. Xavier.
fifth round is Malik Muhammad. Fourth round is Xavier Thomas.
Right. Yeah.
Like, and then you talk about sixth round is
Vandenberg.
Jordan Vandenberg. Like that could be a draft.
Bro,
where-
that's 100% hit.
well, we got to see it play, but
Nice.
From what you see,
I feel
you're
good
right
about
though.
it.
You're right
No,
though.
no, but
It's a
to
100%
Drew's
hit.
point,
Yeah.
we have praised all of those players.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
There's
showed
not a
up.
one of those players that we have gone that guy.
Oh.
can't
Nah,
play.
right. It's not gonna make
Keyshawn
the cut.
Elliott. Keyshawn Elliott is the only
the-
question mark because he got hurt. The linebacker.
Keyshawn Elliott is the
It's
one.
all
that got
gonna
hurt.
go down to your development, though.
But that goes back to what we're saying that
How many
These-
people have we
these-
developed
the-
long
right.
term?
development, and then we having some people on the bench, like because now our starters, Kobe's hurt, but we drafted Malik Muhammad. He'd be able to come in and play where it's not like he getting cooked.
Yeah.
He's able to hold the fort down and gain experience while our number one starter is getting
Is
healthy.
figuring it out.
So so it our defense is going to hurt for a while,
Wait.
but we're going to get people back eventually throughout the whole year. So like JC said, we're going to get stronger as the year comes on.
Yeah.
The first
Yeah.
couple weeks, it's going to be some struggling, but it's going to be better later
Which is
on.
why I'm glad we're
So,
playing the Panthers.
Is that a
first.
good segue into some of our concerns about the season?
Yeah, let's talk
Yeah.
about it. What are you most excited? Oh, is this a draft here? Yeah, Dylan Thieneman 1, Logan Jones 2, Sam Roush 3, Xavier Thomas 4. I kind of nailed it. Malik Muhammad. Oh, Malik Muhammad was. Oh, we had 2 third-round picks. That's right. Xavier Thomas 3rd as well with Roush. Malik Muhammad was 4, Keyshawn Elliott 5, and Jordan Vandenberg 6. And I'll be honest with you, Keyshawn Elliott looked decent in the role that he was getting
Before he
utilized
got
in.
hurt,
So
yeah,
like,
yeah.
to Drew's point, it could be 100% hit
6 for 6.
if they continue
Yeah.
to grow at the rate that we've
7
talked
for
about
7.
them throughout camp. But
Yeah.
Side note, one question I would always love to ask.
Xavier?
No. Ryan, was the pick at 2, was that going to be a defensive player if it had not been for the retirement?
Oh.
Because we
that's a
had
good
to go
question.
center.
I would
You
think
had to
so.
go center.
We have to go center.
Oh, yeah, you
So
have
would
to.
this
Good
look
question.
different? Would this look different? Because now we kill him because you pick offensive player.
Did they
You
get
had
Garrett
to.
before the draft or after the
That might have
draft?
been our defensive
He
end that
retired
we
before
wanted.
the draft.
No.
He retired
Did they get Garrett after or before the draft?
before the draft?
Okay.
Before the draft.
All right.
Way
Okay.
before the draft.
But
Yeah,
no,
all right.
like I think the thing is, I don't think we kill him for Jones or Thieneman. I think Roush was the first moment where we all went, "What the?
Huh?
We got
Not
we got 7
anymore.
tight ends on this team. What we doing?" And then Xavier, we were just like, "Okay, bro, like what?"
But in my mind, it's like, all right, he goes Thieneman because DA wanted Thieneman.
Yeah.
Second
Plus,
round,
he was still there.
Plus, he was
He was a 15 or higher
Yeah.
value.
He was
at
a great
25,
pick.
you get him.
Yeah.
You go into the second round. There were some linebackers, I believe, that were still available.
Yeah.
We
to
talked
us.
about
It is,
defensive
but
right,
linemen.
and so
Yes.
it's like would he have gone that route if it wasn't for the
I think
retirement?
that was that
Rodriguez.
What did the board look like
Peter
before?
Woods.
That was Peter Woods.
Second round
would
would've been Peter Woods.
Would have been Peter Woods.
Yeah.
What was his projection before
still on the
that
board?
retirement? I would love to see that board.
Peter Woods went to the Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
Did
I
he?
think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Mercy, I forgot
So
about that.
that-
That's
we were-
nasty.
we were-
I've heard he
definitely-
actually looking good too.
We definitely was
that's
going to
nasty.
go defensive player second round, but when you have that
You
quality
need
of a
center.
When
tight
you got a
quality
quality
of a
center
center,
available,
you gotta
yeah,
take
you
it.
gotta take
and
it.
plus, because we have Bradbury's just a band-aid, but it's a solid band-aid until
I mean, we don't
Logan
know
Jones
if
is
it's solid
available.
yet.
We'll
We don't
see.
know if it's solid yet.
No,
Yeah,
agreed.
it's a solid, bro. It ain't Coleman Shelton.
But
I mean, you got Super Bowl experience. I would think he would be solid enough.
leading into my concern for the season, honestly, I've said it plenty of times, but just to dive a little deeper into it, I don't want us to look like the Bengals. I don't want us to have
Right.
this high-powered offense.
I don't think
Buckle
that's
up.
Buckle up,
happening.
right?
I don't think he's gonna get
y'all
that bad.
gotta understand, the Bengals still they were still on the cusp of a winning season.
Bro,
They were still almost
Bro,
500.
Because
bro,
of
they went to the
Jones,
Super
yeah.
Bowl.
Yeah,
They went to the Super Bowl.
and-
They went to the Super Bowl. They went to the Super
And what
Bowl.
I'm
But
saying
that's
is
a flash in the
I
pan,
don't
though.
care. I'm still
Hey,
going.
they
They
can
made
That's
the
a
Super
flash in the
Bowl.
pan, though.
Now, but here's the thing, though. Like, we have the quarterback, just like they got the quarterback.
Yep.
We have the receivers, just like they got the receivers. We expect to have a high-powered offense. It was not their offense's at fault that they couldn't convert. It was literally their deep. They have they
It was
have
also the offensive
one
line
of
that couldn't
one.
block.
They have one-on-one post-game interviews. We say just in the game.
Oh
Just
yeah,
in the game. Like
Yeah.
I've never seen a team call out
The
their
Flacco
defense
one.
so
Oh, yeah.
bad.
the Flacco
Right?
when we beat him.
So
Oh yeah, when they
And we
didn't
beat 'em.
tackle. Yeah.
that's my first one. And then two, with the injuries we have, our strength and condition. What does that really look like?
I do think that's something that maybe needs to get a closer look, but we'll see what ends up happening in the long run. Like I don't know if Ben's going to all of a sudden change things up, but I would say,
Can you?
but here's the thing though, right? If you feel like the workout program is good, if you feel like how Ben always says, right? We're monitoring everybody's reps. We're monitoring how much people are playing. He said DeAndre Swift last year, when DeAndre Swift had did he have a hamstring or something?
Mm-hmm.
Swifty could have played. We're gonna get back on the field and play. He could have played, but he sat DeAndre Swift because he was like, actually, we feel like we're pushing you a little too much here. It's a little too much going on. We're gonna sit you this game, and that's when they started Kyle Monunga.
Mm-hmm.
What
The
is
rest was history.
Is it too much? Well, you can't say too much on the analytical side because it kind of matters more now from a health and safety perspective for the players than basketball. But something is, I don't know, something is off. Something is off.
I think a lot of it. Honestly,
You're just strictly talking about injury, right?
We're talking about injuries.
I think
Injuries
a
and-
lot
and
of
health
it
and
is too.
conditioning.
When you ask somebody to do something consistently that maybe they're not great at doing, which is kind of how I feel about DA's defense.
They do it wrong and they hurt themselves.
You have injury that pops up because of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you consistently ask somebody to do something that maybe they're not the best at, right? Like we've seen that all the time. That's the conversation that we had around Tevin Jenkins. We were like, well, he's overextending himself because his technique ain't great. And that's why a lot of what they said was we're gonna teach better technique this year. We're not gonna teach scheme.
And Sean was a defensive coach, right? Sean McDermott.
Sean
was a
McDermott.
defensive
But
Different
Can we also
Fourth
say
ring.
that the defense, or rather just in a whole, the practices have been more kind of ramped up when it comes to the intensity? Because when you got a coach like Robert Saleh saying, hey, you're going a little bit too hard on and ramping up for the season, I feel like Ben Johnson has created a culture in the last 2 seasons where the practices have been kind of like above and beyond when it comes to the physicality, and these players are just not used to that from the previous regime with Eberflus and the boys.
Well, there's a part of that too, but I think that same conversation, what's kind of hilarious about it to me is you see, like before they go to the joint practices, Ben it's like
he treats like a game.
No, he's like throwing steak in front of the cage of hungry dogs. Like you can see Ben go out there with an intensity that's so different. He went out there before we went down to the Bengals, and the Bears had a really physical practice, like a really physical practice. This is before you're going to do a physical joint practice. He's having a physical practice. He's like the ump was out, or the ref was out there, and he had to blow the whistle to start the play. And Ben was like, "Hey, blow the whistle!" He was like he spazzed out of nowhere. And you can see like Caleb was like, "Yeah, here we go." Jaylon Johnson was creeping up to like, "Here we go. Yeah, we about to hit somebody. Here we go. This is the time." Rabbit dog. You can see like he's hyping him up, and I'm just sitting there watching it. And I'm like, he's trying to kill people. He's trying to send them into a joint practice with this mindset of they are your enemy. I don't care that this is preseason. I don't care that this is joint practice. You treat it like a game. You'll be ready for the game.
They're taking on the personality of their coach.
They are, and it's scary.
I love
terrifying.
I love it.
That will help the inefficiencies in our skilled defensive players if you're sitting over. Because if you sit over there and you're killing yourself for your coach, that makes up for a lot of the skill that you don't have.
All right.
Yeah.
Get out the camera. Go over there. Stop biting Uncle Joe's shirt. Go by the seat, baby. I know y'all. Go over there. We'll be done in a little bit. Sitting there looking at the corner of the screen.
Where the kid come from?
Go ahead, bro.
So I was back to what I was saying that if you have you're playing hard for your coach and you don't have as much skill, that is you're playing harder is going to make up for some of that. And our defense is going to be not the best, but it's going to get a couple slots higher because of the mindset that we have based upon our coaches, what I'm basically saying.
Joe, what you got?
What was the question?
All right, JC, what you got?
What's your concern?
Oh, my concern. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No. Go ahead, Joe.
I mean, it's the same as everybody else. My biggest concerns is Caleb coming out really being that guy. The defense not giving up so much that it puts us it puts us in the hole. So like, will we be able to convert a little bit more third down? Will we have more successful third down conversions this coming up season versus like the defense? We got to get them. We need a defensive stop here, but we have no faith in this defense. So I want us to be that the running game is a little more consistent, and Caleb is actually able to do really convert like I want him to.
For me, I'm a piggyback on P-Kid's point about injury. Like that's the biggest thing for me is trusting your players, your starters, especially the ones that you come in and you give big contracts to, like the Kyler Gordons. Like, can we expect him to actually be on the field consistently enough to impact games, or is he going to be a hit and miss again and again and again? And now we're talking about probably letting him go, not even living up to any of his contract. And so that's my biggest thing is throughout the season, injuries are going to happen, but are they going to happen consistently to your best players, which will be a detriment to our winning season?
I think also we got to make sure that is the offensive line solidified too. So our boy Ozzy's back, but in a sense of he's ramping up. But I
was gonna say he ain't back yet.
No, but I'm just saying he's practicing.
Not really. No. I mean, he's doing a lot of individual stuff. He's doing a lot of one-on-one stuff.
So he's still months away from even.
Well, I don't know if he's months away, but it's you're going to have to be. You're going to have to get some padded practices in before you just throw him out there to the wolves. He's probably still. I mean, what do we got? We got this week. We've got maybe a month. We got this week. We've got the week where they don't have a game before the season. Week 1, I doubt Ozzie Trapillo is the left tackle. Week 2, I probably doubt Ozzie Trapillo is the left tackle. And then maybe week 3 or 4, you see him start to get in there. So you're probably still a month away with Ozzie.
So why that's another like Joe said on the concern. Like, why is do we just have so much trash on left tackle that no one has separated themselves to be serviceable?
Yes.
Yeah.
Braxton.
What's the Chicago football?
I mean, listen, Braxton
It's
Jones.
sad.
Braxton Jones is the wisdom tooth. He's the
back
wisdom
to
tooth.
that.
Yeah, he's the wisdom tooth.
He fooled us.
So he's not yoked?
Yeah, no,
Nope,
I mean, no, he is yoked. No,
Ain't
but he
yoke no more.
right, Braxton Jones got your legs.
Bro,
That's bad for having to pass set.
bro.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? My legs are probably bigger than Braxton.
No, he stopped lying.
Bro,
No,
I mean, I got big legs, but like my legs are, I wouldn't say I should be a left tackle either. Like my legs are probably bigger than Braxton.
So he should be a defense.
Braxton Jones' legs a little bit bigger than Austin Booker.
So he's basically
Oh,
like,
are you serious?
but you know how
He
like,
got small legs.
Yeah,
He's
some-
always had small legs.
right, and some
that's why we
guys-
call him the wisdom tooth.
and a lot of guys will either he's probably more like a basketball player size, but that you can bulk up. You know how like certain heavyweight like
Yeah,
boxers,
When he stopped playing football, he's gonna get skinny.
he's gonna be very skinny.
gonna
Some
get
guys
skinny.
are just that's just their build.
Yeah.
He is.
Karana Amagaji's not good at the sport.
We went.
Oh,
I
boy.
wasn't talking about.
Uh,
I was basically talking about
Jedrick Wills.
and
Listen, Jedrick
Braxton.
Wills has talent. I think there's two things holding Jedrick back. You can clearly see the talent. He's more talented than Braxton. He's probably on par talent wise with Ozzie Trapilla.
Okay.
He don't know. He still doesn't know everything Ben asked him. Just like all of the players that were on this offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Beginning of the year last year, right? We were at week 3 when Ben Johnson was like, "We will get this fixed."
So the IQ was low.
I don't know if the
I don't want
IQ
to say it
is
like
low,
that.
but
You're like,
Yeah,
he-
we're- yeah.
he's not
I think
capturing the
what,
system.
What he's asked to do is very complex. What Ben asked his
Yeah, that-
offensive line to do
I
is
didn't-
a
I didn't
very
mean to say it like
complex
Yeah,
system.
but he's
I
saying
didn't mean
it's the overall. Once if he gets the awareness and the experience, then he can
Yes,
apply that.
100%, right? It took a month for the Bears offensive line to really click. Once it clicked, they were the best offensive line in football.
Right.
I think Jedrick Wills is in that situation. I also don't think he trusts his knee yet.
Mm.
This is the
Yeah.
first
You know
football
how that
experience
is
that
with
he's gotten.
athletes.
and it
Mhm.
takes years.
And
It takes another
sometimes
year.
it takes years for
Take-
you to
take
get back to
another
the
year.
point where you feel that way and you feel that good. Sometimes it takes you getting thrown into the fire
Yeah.
and you pass setting and going, oh, it held up.
Play without hesitation.
Right? Like those
Yeah.
those are things that, and Ben don't have the time to sit there and wait for you to get mentally right to put you out on the field. So
Right.
he's trying to find a spot where you can put him on the field. That's why they moved him over to the right side. And then Theo Benedict is fine. Theo
Yeah.
Benedict is last year's
Eagle man.
Eagle man.
he's last year's Jordan Vandenberg.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
He's showing you things that you weren't expecting to see, and you get excited about him, but
He got
that don't mean he's
limitations.
elite.
He's got limitations.
He got limitations.
My last concern is actually a Ryan concern. He makes no moves before the trade deadline.
I think
I don't think
No.
most
That-
teams. You
He
know,
usually
I think he
cash
made the
strapped.
wrong
He usually
moves.
straps.
no, but
Usually
I'll
cash
say this. I think it depends on who the Bears are this year. Last year, before the trade deadline, when the Bears made a couple signings to try and help them out, but they didn't know who they were because the injuries kept hitting.
That's facts.
This
I give you
year,
that.
you know the injuries.
I'm just saying I don't.
But where the injuries aren't, and you know you need a person at, is your defensive line.
I agree with
And
you.
so you're going to go
Yeah.
into this season,
I-
you're going to look at that defensive line, and I think if the Bears are, what's the trade deadline? Is that week 10?
Close.
If the Bears are 7-3 or something like that by then, he's going to have to look around and go, yeah, we probably need to add.
Because here's my thought. We're watching the Raiders here. They ain't gonna be good,
No.
right? They ain't gonna be good.
No.
I'm still a big Get Max in Chicago fan. I'm still big at this point.
where is he
What
at
are you
with his
giving up?
recovery though?
No, but
No, he's
Max,
back.
Max is back.
It
He had a scope.
It all it's for me. It all depends on Max is what the Raiders want, because if you look at what Trey got, and you look at, I think somebody else got another defensive end traded, and it was like being reasonable. The Raiders wanted like 3 firsts for
Yeah.
a while. I'm not with
And got it.
and right,
And got it. And the Ravens just screwed him over.
right.
And they
I'm
devalued
not-
him.
I'm
They
not.
devalued him.
I'm not because I don't think
I think
Max
his
is
value
good, but I don't
lower
think
now.
I don't think.
No,
But,
no, no,
but,
no.
but
Hold
the
on,
Raiders
what do you
still
mean by
won 3 1s.
No, no.
What you meant by that?
He said he don't think he worth 3-1.
You're not worth 3 1s.
Which none of us
No,
did.
no,
I
the
think
Raiders-
that's the tough part, right? Like we
I
have
think
this conversation about the Bears should have gone out and addressed defensive line, but we don't have the flip side of it where when Jalen Phillips got paid in Miami, we went, oh yeah, you don't pay him 150 million. What the heck? You gave
and
him
they wanted,
what?
and they wanted
When
they-
Max Crosby got traded and we saw it was 3 firsts, we all went,
like, yep, I'm good.
Yeah, you'll give up 3
It was
firsts.
one more first than I
it
would.
was
You
like
know what I mean?
two and something.
Now, if I
yeah.
can get them with a conversation of 2 firsts, and maybe that's where Gervon
Third or
comes into
something.
play or
Yeah.
something like that. Like that's a conversation
Well,
I'm more
yeah.
willing to have.
I
But
think
I think we cook Ryan Poles for not adding defensive linemen. But the linemen we wanted, when they got what they got, we kind of all went,
That's too much.
yeah, I wouldn't have done
Yeah, I
that.
wouldn't have done that.
for I mean, what you want with Poles is to, have a level of reservation. He's not necessarily overly impulsive. I think that Mac Crosby was devalued to a point that the Raiders are screwed. So it's like we can't get what they thought they had the leverage with the 3 number ones.
They did.
So now
they got it.
But now they don't have it anymore. So technically
They don't have
the market's saying, oh, well, Crosby's really probably only worth maybe 1 or 2 of those picks, and they don't want to give him up. They'd rather just keep him and think of what they're trying to get back in return.
I think if the Ravens deal didn't happen, Crosby would have been dealt for 2 number 1s and some change.
That was probably the more reasonable
I think
deal.
If the Ravens deal didn't happen, so you're probably back to that.
Yeah.
And it also depends on, right, like if we're sitting there watching these games and the Bears are winning 36-32, 42-28. Yeah, I mean, and we're sitting there and we're just like, man, like it really is a Max Crosby away. We might be a Super Bowl team. Guess what? When you're a Super Bowl team, what do you say, kid?
Skip them picks. The picks don't matter.
Yeah, but you can't, if you bring him on, the problem is him coming onto this team. You got Caleb's contract. You just paid Wright. Like, guys are going to start coming up to a point that you really need to draft well, and they have to hit so that you can actually hold on to that salary cap.
But you also
I'm
got
paying Caleb, but I'm not paying Rome.
But you got
earn that.
you got other people
I
coming
ain't
out the books
negotiating with
too.
him yet.
So you got people on the books because you can.
But you also got a lot of people you paying pretty quick.
You drafted so well to a point.
You cutting Kyler.
Caleb.
You cutting Kyler. You cutting Dio. You cut Sweat. And you replacing all that in the draft coming next year.
You have to.
So if we are a max away from potentially competing with the Rams, you F them picks and you cut them players.
By the way, it don't mean you don't have 2nd round picks. It don't mean you don't have 3rd round picks. You still can build your team.
Max is still under contract. You just want to extend him to make it a little bit more cap friendly, but he's there. Like I said, if the Bears are 7-3 going into the bye, because we got a 10th week bye, right?
Yes.
So if you 7-3 going into the bye and you feel that you're 1 defensive player away and everybody's come back healthy in the secondary, because then we'll have Kobe back by week 10, hopefully.
No.
Yeah,
no, he's done for the season. Kobe done for the season.
I thought he said it was 12, 8 to 10 weeks.
That's ACL, wasn't it?
No, he's done for the season. He will be back in the playoffs.
I'm not saying it's going to
I thought he was back to the 12 weeks.
So
12 weeks is me around week 12.
No, he'll be back in the playoffs.
But either way it goes, you'll get some of the other players back. If you're Max Crosby away, I think Poles makes that trade at that point.
Well,
and the team just has to prove that.
But Max Crosby has to basically be like 2 years. He has to come off the books after a while because he's a $30 million
Max got his
player.
contract. But listen, at a certain point, when you winning, look,
none of that matters.
The Rams gonna have to just kill somebody.
Yeah,
that's the only way they're gonna pay off all these debts.
Sorry, they worried about the here and now.
They're gonna just take a punter and go,
Yeah.
"You got it. We sorry to do this to you, brother, but we gotta take the leg."
Yeah.
But I mean, look, this is our squad now, right? Montez 25, Jennings 24, Tooney 21.
Yeah,
so
Jared's coming off of the
Did you say
book.
Montez is 25?
Hey,
Yeah, you need Tooney.
You might be re-upping.
Tooney coming off.
Tooney one of them players. He might play till he dies.
He could be 37, 38 years old.
Brady going, bro.
You need this.
The top 5 is coming off.
You need this money here to be rookies that are playing. So now
because
you want this, number right here.
This is the problem. Scroll back up, Joe. 25 is a quarter of what Caleb is gonna make, and then 20 is the other quarter of what Caleb is gonna make.
Because Caleb
and 18 is kind of.
You don't have to pay him early.
You do if you want to get him cheaper.
Yeah.
Caleb's
gonna have a big contract.
That's true.
Hey, you want to wait till after that 5th year?
The more long he plays, the more he plays, he will be proving himself.
I will because if I'm trying to fit Max in here and I got a real chance at the Super Bowl. Oh yeah, Caleb, you're gonna get the money, but I'm a fifth year.
Nah,
I'm
bro.
a fifth year, so I can go to the Super Bowl. So you're not gonna fifth year to go to the Super Bowl?
No.
You're not gonna push that back to go to the Super Bowl.
He's gonna get more
I'm
money.
paying Caleb next season.
That's not good
Oh
business.
yeah, no, I'm paying.
You're opening the
Not good
window.
business.
You wanna know why? The same reason why Baker was
up.
upset with the Buccaneers. I ain't trying to piss Caleb off.
But if I'm telling you,
It's disrespectful not to have that
but if I'm
conversation.
telling you,
early.
you know what? If I tell you, hey yo, you getting the money, but I'm about to get this premier pass rusher for this 1 year. Push your deal back 1 year.
Well, you can
If-
backload
if-
his contract.
if
then
you can
I'm
do-
going.
If
you
the
can just
collective
backload the
bargaining
contract.
allows that
Yeah.
to happen, but based off the rules, they're not going to probably let that happen.
Yeah, you don't want to get the year 5. Here's the thing: you don't want to get anywhere near where there might be a bidding war.
Yep.
For Caleb Williams, because if you let the 5th year play out,
Yeah.
and he ain't paid.
No, I'm not saying. I said sign him to the 5th year so I can pay him before the 5th year starts. I don't have to pay him as of the 4th year because this is his 4th year. If I want max and I'm going to the Super Bowl, I'm gonna push that back and just sign it. Just sign him so I can pay my premier pass rusher for this 1 year and then push it back.
Drew,
No,
Drew, I want you to hear what you just said. I don't want to pay him.
no,
You said I want to pay him before the 5th year, so I'll pay him after the 4th year.
no.
After the 4th year,
no,
is
no, no.
before the 5th year.
No. What I'm saying is because you don't have to because the 4th year.
You trying to pay him during his 4th year,
correct. So
but
not
pick up the 5th year out
exactly. So the money doesn't come on the books until the year
until
after.
the 5th year.
No,
I
but that's
hear
how
what
new
you're saying.
contracts work anyway.
It is because those
You
people
can-
in the first round,
But if you gonna do that, you gonna pay.
and I'm willing
That's
to
what
pay.
they did. That's what they did to Dak.
You backload.
Right.
No, I get you, but that's what
Yeah.
they did to Dak. They picked up the 5th. They paid him after. They paid him so that it was after the 5th year, and
And I'm willing to do that if
That was
I'm
a lot of
if
money.
I'm willing to do that. If I'm going to the Super Bowl and I need this one premier pass rusher,
I'm gonna give Caleb 50.
I'm gonna get
I'm
him.
gonna give Caleb.
Yeah, at the
Yeah,
least.
I'm gonna
at
give
least
him
he
that.
can get this.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Let's
The
be
market
real.
is
Let's
going
be
to
real with
dictate
ourselves.
what Caleb gets. The issue is
the market ain't going the other way.
it's always
No,
going
it's
up.
not.
Today's price is not
The
Market
today's
ain't going the
price.
other way.
Let's be for real, though.
But we have to draft well on the defensive
Yes, you do.
side so
Yes,
that
you
you can at least have a field of good team. Even if you get Max Crosby, he's $30-35 million. You're talking about Caleb having possibly 50. So those two players would eat up a ton of cap. So first of all, Sweat got to go. You got to move Sweat, period.
Well, Sweat's probably gonna be gone anyway.
That's what
if he don't. Now here's the other problem though. Well, this Sweat don't look that bad this year.
he may
So
not.
if he go
What
out
if he
there and
doesn't?
ball out,
I want you to
I'm
do
Dennis
for it.
it.
Allen might
I'm
be
for
looking
it.
at you like,
Yeah.
you can't get rid of Montez.
Right,
He's
right.
the only one figured it out.
But the
I'm
issue
for
is
it,
you go
yeah.
back down to having one premier defensive end versus having two bookends, and that's the problem that we're having.
Well, that's why you got the draft coming up.
Right, you still got to draft
Yeah.
well
You do
because
have to draft well.
Period. The draft makes because see now you're stuck paying $18 million to Grady Jarrett at 33.
My
Instead
whole
of
reason
drafting
for
well.
having a concern is
But those
don't
are
be
people you
afraid
cut,
to go
though.
all
That's
in.
but those are people that you can cut coming into this offseason.
Yeah, but you still have to offset
Yeah.
the talent and draft well to fit this room.
His fact,
What?
he said Caleb finna get $1 billion over 15 years.
Fact.
Bro,
Hey,
you think that's
the way
a
it's
joke?
going, you ain't
Bro,
lying.
that's kind of
You ain't
legit, bro.
lying.
Like, I'm looking at quarterback contracts right now.
What did Patrick get?
Patrick
Pat got
Mahomes,
half a
Pat
bill.
Mahomes.
Then you
By
get
the
half
way,
a bill.
and he's restructured. He's at 64
They always restructure.
post restructure.
They always restructure.
Yeah, but he's at 64.
That's a big cap hit.
No,
He
And-
took
and
less
that- and-
money. Bro.
He took less money,
He took
and
less
that-
money
and
initially.
And
and he's still at 64.
And that's why I said
Dak is at
and that's why
60.
and that's why
Joe
I
is
said,
at 55.
and that's why I said drunk uncle or not is what they
I'm gonna
call
be
it.
honest with you.
That's
Joe
why
gotta
I'm
prove that
pushing
to me.
back. I'm finessing that yearish
You mean
so I can
can't
pay
finesse.
somebody
You're only-
if I'm going to the Super Bowl. That
You're
was my
not-
whole argument.
That's,
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
That's
listen,
a big if.
you're not
I'm
really
a-
going
I'm
to
a-
finesse
It's a big
it, though.
if.
The finesse is that it has to happen like right now because
But this is this year. That's what I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, this
'Cause-
is your
So
thing.
I'm gonna be honest
because
with you.
everybody's talking about resetting the contract up now. I'm saying push that back a year so I can get
You're saying
max,
pay
so I
him
can-
before year 5.
right, so I can get to the Super Bowl
I'm
because
still
they
not
saying
doing
they're
that.
gonna
Caleb ain't
start.
doing that.
They saying they're gonna start redoing Caleb's contract this offseason.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably.
and Caleb will have to agree to it. So I mean, like, it's a great. The one thing I would say is this is the season where it is wide open.
Yeah,
I don't believe that the window is that wide for us to take advantage of because everybody's trying to figure out who they are right now. Even though the Patriots made it to the Super Bowl, many people don't believe that they're going to make it back,
I don't.
especially with their coaching issues.
I don't.
Right?
Right. I mean,
Especially
they
with
did,
coaching
they,
issues.
they did
Right.
upgrade.
Just for reference, somebody just commented this. I believe next season, Jared Goff makes $69 million.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Hey, who said that Caleb gonna make $1 billion over there?
15 is that's
It's too many teams that were
Hey, where
poised
he
to do
at?
something that is not going to be able to do something.
You got it.
Jesus, he makes $69 million. That's crazy.
I think his contract keep
I
going
mean,
up.
he's,
It don't go
he's
down.
Good.
Year?
He's good.
He's at 53 this year.
Jesus.
It don't go
69 next
down.
year. Nice.
Next year he
They
makes.
get NBA money.
Next year he makes $69 million.
Nice.
How much that's guaranteed? But the issue is guaranteed
he
money,
worked
what
it,
they
though.
can convert.
His
that hits your
dead cap.
bills.
His dead cap is $55 million.
Where is that? post?
Deshaun still made out, but
He sure did. I
Hey,
hope it's guaranteed.
Hey,
Only
if
guaranteed.
they want to cut him and get out of some of that money, they got to do it next season.
Yeah.
Jared Goff, his dead cap in 2 years. I should say his dead cap is $55 million. Next year he makes $62 million. His dead cap is
There it
$15
is.
million.
I found it.
I cut him.
Yeah.
I cut him. Hey, bro. Otherwise, you're gonna be the Detroit Goffs.
The Detroit Goffs and the Jahmyr Gibbs. That's it. Gibbs and Goff. That's it. I wanted to go back to one point that PK had mentioned earlier about an issue that he kind of reminded me about when it comes to Ryan Poles picking the right players to add to this team. We went and got Marcus Davenport. And as much as I do hope that he stays healthy because he is talented and he has a connection with Dennis Allen knows what he does. The man has been hurt a very lot in his career. And you had names. I'm looking at the free agents that were available when you had that chance to get them. I understand they're older, but Von Miller, age 37, went to the Cowboys. Doesn't matter. What I'm saying is you still could have did some sort of trade discussion to have with him to try and get him to coerce him to come here. Jadeveon Clowney, 33 years old, went to the Texans. That's my point. Is Ryan Poles went and got? I understand. No, but that. How do you know that if you don't go and talk to him?
Because he said,
Who?
"I only Von Miller."
I'm not talking about just Von. I'm talking about other people. Okay, if we move on from Von, Clowney was a better player overall than Marcus Davenport, who has not seen the field. So are you just bringing in people because you make DA comfortable, or are you going to bring in players that actually have an impact on the squad?
But just because you go, sometimes get
Josh Sweat is still out there.
We got to put it out here because you can't just throw a Baki breaking news thing up there and say and move on. This is not real. But
man, get out of here, man.
He said breaking news: the Bears have signed quarterback Caleb Williams to a 5-year, $600 million deal, with $599 million guaranteed, and a promise from the McCaskies of a stake in the team.
That is a rich deal.
I hear what you're saying, that it was definitely better players,
Yeah,
better than Marcus Davenport. But you also have to. There's
a lot better players. There is conversations that, hey, I want this, I want that. So the Bears weren't going to bring in Von Miller because he said, I wanted to go to the Cowboys. I want to play for my home state. Yeah.
Plus, they didn't
Jadeveon
have the
Clowney-
money.
Understood.
Jadeveon Clowney says,
We had the money for Von.
I want.
How much
I
was
want.
this?
I want
Where?
top. I
Von
want-
signed for
Von
what,
Miller
5.5?
signed for
Yeah.
one year, 5.5.
Right? Yeah, we had Von money.
Same thing for Jadeveon.
Barely.
Jadeveon
We
wanted.
got 4.8 right now.
Jadeveon wanted
Yeah,
10.
but you cap space.
I know. You.
Jadeveon wanted 10,
And he got
We
5.5.
but he wanted 10. So if we weren't gonna bring him in as 10. That's
But-
what he wanted.
How? But you're mistaking activity for achievement. Just because you sign a guy doesn't over the hill. You're talking about situational play, even if he does play.
I'm about over the hill.
Yeah, he was. Wasn't he a third
Miller
down?
was still cooking.
He was
last
a
night.
third
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah,
situational
Look
though.
at the stats.
He had 8 sacks.
The stats still say
Situational.
he's effective.
Yeah, situational. But the point is,
Okay.
it's also the mind.
how do we know?
What he can
We
bring
don't
to the
know
locker
what
room.
they're thinking in that room. If they say, "Look, we got these guys that we got to try out. We're giving away reps to somebody else that's basically only here temporarily." That doesn't. You don't necessarily have. I understand the frustration. We all want a dominant defensive line.
Yeah,
We all want that.
Yeah.
But just because you sign a guy and you think that's going to happen, like nothing makes me excited if we were to get
Nice.
no, what's the guy you just said?
Trey?
The former number one.
Jadeveon Clowney.
He's been just basically he was the number one pick for his whole.
He hasn't lived up to
He's
his
never lived up to
expectations.
the height. He's just he's a body.
That
Like
man had 10 sacks last year.
who?
Von Miller.
Man.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, but
on a garbage Washington defense.
You know what? This is why I want to see or have like
He still had
Those-
a 67.2
those
run
conversations,
defense
those
grade with
behind-the-scenes conversations.
62.4.
because we don't know if they talk to him or not. Like some like you.
I
we
would
don't-
love to
we
know.
don't know who get reached out to who to
You're
inquire
right,
about
but I would
who.
love to
And it's
know.
not a going against anything you said, but it's like that's why I want to see it.
No, but
That
I
was
agree.
why my question
Yeah.
about the draft was there. It was like, man, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have went center that early if he could avoid it.
Well, yeah, if you got
He
a
probably
center on
went
the
center
team, we're not
He
even
probably went
talking
center
about
out.
Logan Jones.
yeah,
Yeah, that
you know
kinda
what I'm saying?
If we got
sideswiped
Drew
him.
Dahman, we're literally not having that conversation. It's kind of, I mean, when you're done, you're done. I'm never going to, besmirch somebody who isn't done.
No
but
besmirching.
I do kind of agree with Yurko. I lean on all of the football players that I know have said they knew they were retiring before they retired.
Oh, really?
They didn't go into a season and just go, it's over. They kind of, you kind of knew, okay, this ain't what I want to do no more. I don't have his love no more. So
Unless you're injured,
Let's steal some
so
money.
the conversation is kind of like he signed with the Bears to get the bag and then retired.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah.
don't you gotta get some?
You don't want to go?
You
No,
gotta give all of it back.
no, you don't. Ryan didn't make him get. He don't get his third year, but Ryan didn't make him get none of that money back.
Yeah, I mean, so
So he got one last payday before he got up out of there. So I say all that to say, like, I'll lean on the NFL players. I know expertise on that. It is what it is. At least he retired in a year when a center was available.
There you go.
I say two.
Two of them.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
Two of
At
them.
least he
Because
retired in
because
a year
we
when
got,
a center was
we
available.
got Bradbury and was able to get
You
the
know what I
draft
mean?
pick. So
Like,
we lost.
at least
we
you
lost, but we
retired
got
in a
to finish it.
year where we were able to replace you because, boy, I tell you what, if we, man, all the dudes we wanted, that's
Garbage.
the scary part. No, not garbage, but like Tyler Biotish is hurt. He out for the year.
Yeah,
The
Yeah.
one,
He
we got
out
one
for the
from,
year.
Yeah,
from
he
Baltimore.
gone.
Yeah, we wanted from Baltimore.
All that money.
Who was the boy we wanted? That
Oh,
was
you
the
talking
left
about the
tackle.
center? Oh, the left tackle.
The
center?
No, is he a left tackle? Or
Lindenbaum?
on the Chargers.
Lindenbaum?
He on the line.
Him,
Yeah, Lindenbaum.
Tyler Lindenbaum.
Lindenbaum.
He
He was
was
in
a
top.
center.
Yeah,
He gone.
He's the top center. He gone for the
He
year.
out.
He gone for the
Oh,
year.
he's out for the year.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would say like we gotta let the guys build a team. It's so easy to just try to cobble players together. We could do this. We could do this. They're
Where's the day?
building, but look what Poles did. He built an offense.
Yeah.
It's all homegrown.
I think Ben
Outside of
did
maybe
that.
one-
But I'm just gonna.
Well, Ben coming here, right? The scheme.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
we got the quarterback.
Yeah.
You done drafted 3 receivers, a tight end, 2-3
tight
receivers,
ends.
just like that.
Yeah.
You did a trade where you brought in a guard, but you drafted Wright. Like he's built. You got to build a team. It takes a while. So now we're going to probably focus the attention on that defense.
That's the reality. This upcoming year, like it's why I like the fact that I feel good about the run game. I like the fact that I feel good about the red zone defense because it kind of makes me have this feeling of like, okay, so now you really just got to focus on pass rushers.
And
Now
let the
because
team
even when
build
you're
though.
healthy, you got the DBs.
Right.
When you're healthy, you still got
you have
Jaylon
plenty of
Johnson.
them.
You still
Yeah.
got Kobe Bryant. You've still got Dylan Thieneman, who you added in.
Yeah.
Will have a year. You got Malik Muhammad. Whatever Tyreek Stevenson becomes, if he don't work out, you got Malik Muhammad. Maybe you got to replace Kyler Gordon coming up in this season,
Terrell
right? Like,
Smith.
but
Like,
you can
got
find
Jaylon.
nickel
Yeah.
DBs,
Yeah.
right? Like, so it's like what the Bears need going into next year, if things play out how it felt in camp. I'm not concerned that we're not going to be able to find.
Okay.
But it
I get
just
that.
doesn't make me feel like we're going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Nah, we'll get far, but no. Here's a question I got. With all of the injuries that we are getting on both sides of the ball at times, do you wish there was somebody that we let go that we still would have had or could have on this team?
Is it somebody that we
Why is
let go that
Braxton
wish
Jones
was still?
here? Oh,
For me, it's Jaquan. I still wish we had Jaquan. I'm sorry. That's the guy
somebody
that
that we let go.
that we let
wish
go
we still
that's
had.
going on another team, whether
CJ.
it's traded or yes, I
CJ.
do CJ GJ.
No.
Oh, I love
No,
CJ
I
GJ.
think
he didn't do
I think-
nothing.
I think he was going. I think he was going to be a
either,
one. He right. He couldn't cover.
He can blitz. He
I
can't
don't
cover.
know. He
I'm-
did.
I'm-
He
I'm-
did good enough.
I'm standing with you on Brisker. I wish Brisker would have stayed.
That's number one for me.
Crimson said Roquan.
Well,
now we
that's
talking way
years ago.
back.
You going that
Yeah,
far
way
back.
back. No, I'm happy we got rid of Roquan.
Hey, by the way,
honestly.
I'm also fine not paying an off-ball linebacker.
Yeah, I'm glad we did.
CJ and what's buddy name?
Yeah, that's probably the one for me.
For me, it's
If we
Brisker.
could have kept anybody,
I did like CJ.
I love having,
Kevin
but
Byard.
I love having Dylan Thieneman, but I think it would have allowed Thieneman the opportunity because you still draft him.
Mhm.
It allows him the opportunity to learn on the fly.
To develop.
You still could have traded for Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
You trade for Kobe Bryant. You got Kobe Bryant and Kevin Byard. And
Yeah.
if Kobe Bryant does still go out, now you got Kevin Byard and Dylan Thieneman versus Cam Lewis. And by the way, like maybe
Yeah,
he-
Xavier Woods.
here's the reality. maybe we still having that same conversation with these guys. I think that the Bears are going to be in a lot of third and long situations.
Hold on, wait.
What do you say?
What?
Man,
Hey,
Mike
man,
Glennon was it for me.
I know you joking. This is my year.
One of the funniest.
What the heck?
And we're back.
Hey,
Frank Caliendo.
Nothing like Joe.
No. I
You
didn't
probably hit that side button. That'll take you back.
I guess so.
But no,
I'm
I'm not afraid.
Sam, they stopped laughing on that one.
I'm not afraid. That is funny actually. That the line ended.
you messed it up. We
Oh,
quit.
I'm not a Frank Caliendo stand-up guy.
Mike Glennon cleared the stream.
That's it, Papa. Do that.
I'll
No more.
We're outta here.
I'll never forget when he went into Raiders training camp.
V-Dog, you suck too.
He went into Raiders camp and he walked in. He was acting like Gruden because Gruden was the coach. And he was like, Glennon, yeah, we needed a quarterback with a lot of neck. Glad we got you here. That's one of the funniest things
Bro,
I ever
that's
heard.
insane.
I was alive. I was alive,
That's
Brother
one of the
George.
funniest
Wow.
things ever, bro.
Pause.
Drew and I were both
Nick,
alive.
What's the name of that dude that was
Glennon
always
was
getting cooked?
trash.
He had like 11 takeaways.
LaShawn Wright.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick. Oh, yeah. That's
I would
No.
want to keep him.
Oh, I was. Yeah, it
He was
felt
feast or
bad that he
famine.
couldn't
It was
get
too-
paid.
it was-
Yeah,
it was
he.
feast or famine
That
for
would probably be the one.
From that season.
Yeah, that might have been the one.
No, that's who he always is. He's always a risk taker. So it's feast or famine. But Kevin Byard, I would have loved.
Yeah,
He
only
sucks
been
at
there 3
getting.
years.
He gets killed on the double
Year in
double
Minnesota,
route.
year in Dallas, year with us.
He gets
And right,
killed.
every
He didn't play in either of them other spots.
He
Al
never
Harris,
played in
Al
Dallas.
Harris liked him in Dallas
I thought he played in Dallas.
He played it like
when they
a couple
all
games.
died at the end of the season.
He didn't play
I
like-
remember he played in Dallas and he was
So
getting
his
cooked
first
too.
real playing time was with us.
Yeah.
And so he got cooked, but he showed a lot of heart, and you can build off of that. That's what I'm thinking. You can build off
You
of that.
can, but I wanted
Y'all
to
want to
pay
see
him
me
the
do a
money that he
magic
wanted.
trick? Want to see me do it again? That's funny.
No, for me, Kevin Byard would have been
Kevin
it.
Byard.
He would have been it, but he wanted to
Too
go
much
to
money.
New
chose.
England. He wanted to go to New England. So he wasn't going to sign with us unless we gave him like 30 million, and he went. And we
Well,
weren't
no,
gonna do
it's
that.
not even that. He literally, it was the same offers on both, and he said, "I want to finish my career with."
I know what I'm saying.
Well, if we had offered him stupid money, you saying
exactly right, he would have. He would
because
have signed.
he signed for 7. If we had offered him 15 for
Right.
one, he probably
He
stayed.
would have.
I
Reason reasonable signing, it would have been Brisker. For
I
him.
was gonna say a healthy Brisker would have been one, but
Yeah, but that's always the risk, though.
Yeah,
Brisker,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
and-
he wasn't the same dude.
No,
though.
but this Brisker had a great season.
He was- but he wasn't the
this
same
is-
killer
This is
from-
what I'll always
Nah,
say.
he's always putting his stuff out there.
He
wasn't the
definitely,
same
definitely
killer.
avoided a lot more. But I think he was a better player last year. But this is what I'll say: you can't look at what some of the dudes left for and say that's what they would have signed with you for,
because they didn't, because they all wanted more.
because
They
they're
all
gonna
wanted
look
more.
at you and say, "Oh, I've shown you who I am. I've met your metrics. I've done it. You should pay me what I worth." But what I'm willing to work for you for ain't what I'm willing to work for, because you know what I'm worth and what I should be getting paid.
I got a controversial.
The Steelers with $5 million.
Come on, kid.
DJ Moore.
Why did I know you was gonna say?
No, 'cause
Controversy.
see, this one.
No, we need him to go.
He lying.
We needed DJ to go.
He
You wanted him gone.
Wasn't he the one that
You
wanted
wanted him
to
gone.
go?
What are you talking
about?
What's that? CAP?
Oh wait, I think I got that.
Wait, wait, wait.
Oh, CAP, where's that at?
Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love as always, man. Hit that like button.
CAP.
Subscribe.
CAP.
No, I
Hey,
might
man,
my
listen.
credits. I can roll the credits on that.
If you gotta pay DJ, you gotta pay Rome.
The pettiest man alive, Mr. P. Kid.
Man, boy, it's
The
out
super
the
producer
mud.
Joel Hope.
It's out the mud podcast.
Mr. Media himself, Jordan JC. Mr.
Hello.
Do better. If you knew better, you do better. Say who better?
Nobody, bro.
It is your boy Pat.
Yeah, we gonna get
That man about to get 18 tuds.
You see how much he was smiling on the TV earlier?
Safe out there,
I ain't
Chicago.
seen that man smile
Man,
more than
I
I
don't
ever seen him on the
Please.
Bear Squad.
Man, about to get
He is happy to
About
be
to
here.
get 15,000 yards.
That was
over there.
crazy. That was insane.
Man
DJ
said
Moore.
'Cause all
DJ
he did all
Moore.
offseason was get rid of him. He don't even like Caleb. Hey, it
DJ
kind
Moore.
of feel like, I wonder if it was an age thing though, because he was like, him and Josh Allen are. Oh, we still live. Look at that. Bye, y'all. I wonder if it was an age thing with